Hey guys, Skewy here, and it's time for an update. It's time to get with the times. It's 2020, it's 2.0. It's time to update my beginner tips for gunfights and all-round playing Vigor. Now, the old video has got a lot of good responses, but I feel it's a little out of date. So I thought I'd add upon the top of that, of the beginner tips in the first one, to add some newer ones with the playstyles and movement of the newer metas and the newer guns, the newer techniques, and with the battle pass added, it just brings a new playstyle to the game. So if you are new, you still have the old tricks, which is crouch, tap, fire, watch your weapon spread, practice in the range, do your challenges to get your crates, use the towers, use the comms, get the safe, be careful, risk versus reward. We've got all those skills down, and if we don't, then revert back to my first video, and that is the base fundamentals of Vigor. This one is basically an updated version of what to do when you first install it and get it running. Your first steps when you enter a match is loot and leave. Upgrade your shelter. Get your workbench going. Get your materials going on your wood block. Get your materials going on your food racks. Just get a little bit of a base going, so when you are losing weapons, you're still gaining materials over time when you log in for the day. Do your challenges. They might have white crates in them, but they might give you plans. You're going to want to gain the AKM plan. That is a new one. It is a very well-rounded gun. It is a common. It is cheap to make. It is cheap to lose. They are everywhere in lobbies. You will benefit so much from running this gun. If you can get a white crate, try for it. Otherwise, loot and leave. There's no shame in just heading out. Grab some weapon parts and leave. Grab some loot, leave. For your first few, that's all you're going to want to do. Yes, you want to get in gunfights, but it's not really conventional to be stuck with one Thompson for the rest of your life and hating this game. So basically, try and avoid using good guns. I know you may kill a few PKMs, RPKs, Swomies. Load them up, hoard them, for when you start to learn the game's metas and learn the maps and get more confident, then you use those guns. Once you get the workbench up to a level, if you don't have the plan, you can still craft the ammo. So if you got a couple of Swomies there, cool, I can craft the ammo, I've done my grind, let's go try and get in some gunfights then. So learn the maps, which is important. And I don't mean learning where the good loot is, learning what the houses look like. I mean learning spawns, learning what pattern you should take to avoid or find people during the map. Depending on where you spawn, you should know relative to where other people spawn, where the safe is, how many people are around about that area before you get there. Play enough of it so that you know, okay, safe's at the other end on that side. There's going to be at least 3 people there before I get there, plus 2 coming up, if everyone's running towards that. Grontheim and Battery are the go-tos. Play solos. Battery is the go-to because it's a quick map. You die, you get back in, you get the crate, you get back in. It's easy to wipe a lobby in Battery, but it's also where the team is and the sweaties go to feel good about themselves. So be mindful of that. I suggest quick play. It learns the maps, it gets a feel for Vigor. It is frustrating learning 8 new maps straight away, but you get there, do it the hard way. If you grind Grontheim and Battery, you get all this confidence up and you run into another map and you're just getting squashed. Do quick play, but do not be afraid to run a few batteries to get some materials, get some resources, maybe wipe a lobby, pick up a few good guns, get a crate. Don't be afraid to run whatever, but my suggestion is quick play. Run your common guns. Your ES is back now. It went downhill for a long time, but I used it the other day and I was wiping lobbies with it. And the AKM is your first priority in weapons. I will say that again. Watch streams. Ask questions. Everyone in the Twitch community for Vigor will answer any question you have, and they do not care how many of them you throw at them. We are more than happy to help. We're more than happy to show you things if you want us to run a gun or a map or show us playstyles for certain types of loot runs or murder runs, whichever you need. We are happy to help. Don't be afraid to ask. The only stupid question you have is the one you don't ask. Positioning is still key. Positioning and movement is still the main thing. There are plenty of people running around with overpowered weaponry right now that do not know anything about positioning. They do not know anything about movement. They just shoot their gun and let it do the work. You can easily outplay any weapon on the field with good positioning and good movement. It is not going to be a hindrance to play the game properly. It's chess, not checkers. Unless you've got an ADR and your shroud, positioning is what you need. And strategy. Timing, you've got to learn to know how long you are through the match before the crate's coming, how many times the tower's been hit, has the safe been hit, have they moved comms? If they move comms and you didn't hear gunfire, they're obviously camping it. Can you get to the tower before the crate gets there to find out where people are? Or are you just going to camp the crate just so you know where people are coming from? All these things you still need to know, and that is part of positioning. That is part of the grind. Until you learn positioning in that grind, the guns are going to get you, and you're going to be outgunned every time no matter what you carry. I can't tell you how many ADRs I've knocked out of the game the past 3 or 4 days because they just didn't know what they were doing. They were shooting at me, but they didn't understand rotation, they didn't understand the map and where I could have been or what I could be doing. They didn't know any of that. So get the upper hand and learn positioning. Once you gain confidence, you can aim for gunfights only. I sort of jumped in the deep end and went, let's just go, let's just fight. I had enough guns to fight and lose, and it took a few good weeks dying to learn how to kill and how to kill properly. So don't be afraid to have a day where you go, okay, I'm going to waste guns today. No crates, no loot. I'm just going to waste guns and see how I come off. You'll soon find yourself winning more gunfights, and you'll soon find yourself getting more crates. And the amount of times that we've camped a crate or grabbed a crate and no one's even in the lobby. So don't be afraid to sit around and hang out, see what's happening. If no one grabs the crate, go grab it and see what happens. So you'll learn the spawns through experience I've spoke about, and soon enough you'll drop in and you go, okay, there's one there, okay, no one's coming. The south of Diverg, everyone knows, if you're experienced, you'll have a spawn either on yellow, blue, or either side of you. If you spawn on the side, you'll have one on the road. You know where to look. You know where to gain every little bit of intel to find out where people are. My last tip is play solos. Don't jump straight into duos with your mate. That's where all the people go to play the game and to play it hard. Jump into solos. A lot of people are just there to loot. They will run away from you. So if you're running a PM, jump into a solo match and just watch what people are doing. Don't fire straight away. If they're going to run past you, let them run past. A lot of people just run, and a lot of people just hunt. So you can tell the hunters if the gunfire's down that end of battery, go the other way. Play solos to learn, because there's a different type of Outlander in solos compared to duos, and half the amount of people. Don't be afraid to learn the slow and steady way instead of jumping straight into duos and wondering why you're dying all the time in these sweaty lobbies. So that is basically it, guys. My little bits and pieces of intel for yous. I can't show you how to play it properly, but I can tell you positioning and movement. Don't just sit waiting for someone to shoot at you. Move around. Don't stop moving. Lay down. Use the prone action. It's not camping. Prone when someone shoots at you. Jump when someone shoots at you. Run around. If they're reloading, you've got perfect time to get your aim up. Bang, bang, bang. Work different strategies. And if you see someone moving around shooting, try and shoot what they're shooting at. Third party. There's no shame in it. There's no laws. There's no rules in the Outlands. Thank you very much, guys, for checking this out. I hope you took a lot out of it. Let me know if I missed anything. And as always, jump down my socials. Go over to my Twitch. Drop a follow. I stream most days. And thank you very much. Cheers.
You got eyes on the character?
No. They don't want it. Let's go. I feel bad bullying them.
Do you, though?
A little bit. Not a lot. Yeah, he tried to he swapped gun and swapped back. His PKM's out of bullets.
I haven't had a chance to actually take a gun off someone else's body or swap it around yet to see if that actually fixes
Across
it.
the train, across the train. Other side of the train.
Nice, man.
As a killer. But will you stay alive?
Guys
Yeah,
on
both
the
of us
digger,
are.
on the tractor. On the tractor. He's running away.
You felt bad.
I hit him twice.
Oh, I'm looking at the fucking wrong area, that's why I can't see the cunt.
He's going up towards the exit. Poor bastard had a PM. He's fucking lit.
Come on.